Hey, good morning. What's going on? 8 o'clock in the morning on Wednesday. Today would usually be the day where I'm gonna go do some cardio, like some heavy cardio, running and things like that. And I may still do that, but I got something new that I wanna mess with. I just got it yesterday. Today I'm gonna be doing some more practicing for this contractor's exam. One thing that I didn't get a chance to share with you guys in the last video was I was able to schedule this exam, this testing, for Friday. So I've been looking for workout equipment. Well, yesterday I would find, bing, this guy right here. You see the weights in the background, you see the dumbbells right there, you see the bar, you see the bench. I always find myself doing this. I always buy the wrong shit. Look at this little fucking Tonka type weight set right here. Now I didn't even realize that it was what it was until I was buying the damn thing. This thing cost me $260. Are you fucking kidding me? This isn't even a real bar right here. A real bar weighs 45 pounds. Yeah, so that bar don't weigh no 45 pounds. These are just 10-pound weights right here. They feel very heavy. And then these right here, oh my God, they're fucking like 2.5-pound weights. Like, where they do that at? What is that gonna do? So this thing did come with the leg raise piece. It also came with this, which is gonna be great for doing curls. And the crazy thing is I know for a fact I could put every fucking weight that I've got with this on this bar. If I could fit every weight on this bar, and that shit wouldn't be nothing. But it is something to start with. The bench alone goes for about $100, maybe even $150. And then weights right now are so fucking hard to find for a deal. Weights on average are $2 a pound, right? People are trying to sell them for $1.50, talking about that's a bargain. So if this thing came with, it probably came with about 80 pounds of weight. So that's another $80, $150 for the bench. I paid a little too much for this, but it is what it is. I got it, and I'm gonna definitely put it to use. So we're looking at about 86. The bar is probably 10 or 20 pounds. That's 100 fucking pounds. This is nothing. That's all my weight. 100 pounds. That's a little bit. Yep, that's a little bit for Joe. Sorry, battery died. Damn it. I just got done with that little workout. That wasn't even a planned workout right there. That was just wanting to test some weights. Look at that fucking belly. Damn it, son. And now, I'm getting ready to go run. I'm starting to get a little line in my stomach though. I think that's from the push-ups or that's from the crunches, the mountain climber, something. I ain't been going extremely hard on stomach, but anything beats a blank. Whoo! All right, just got done doing sprints. And nothing too exciting about that. Had some decent little fast bursts that I felt pretty good about, but I wasn't doing those for very long. Maybe 10, 15, 20 yards. So to think that I could do a 40-yard dash faster than the NFL Combine, I may be a little overzealous with that. I had mentioned that in the past. I don't know if that ever made it into a video. 9:09 in the morning. Think I'm going to try to get a haircut. I found a new place. Yeah, it looks pretty good, right? All right, hey, what's going on, everybody? I'm back from the barbershop, and yeah, I don't think they did too bad. So I want to share something with you that I found very Interesting. Check this out. So I go to the barbershop to get my hair cut. It's a new place to me. I looked up barbershops near me and I find this place. They got 5-star reviews, all that good shit, 300 and something reviews. Well, then I go in there and I'm not even paying any attention to anything. It took me a long time before I even noticed it. But then all of a sudden I do notice it while I'm sitting in there waiting. There's a mural painted on the wall, folks, and it's this picture right here. I took this picture while I was in there. Really awesome mural. I think it looks pretty damn good, right? And guess what? It was painted by one of the mural painters I was in prison with. A guy that I know really well. I kind of grew up with the guy. I went to school with the guy. He was one of the best mural painters who was at the prison as well, in my own personal opinion. Dude rocked this joint right here. I would ask the woman who was cutting my hair, I said, hey, any knowledge of that painting? She had been there for 10 years. The painting was done in 2016. She says, no, not really. All I know is that somebody had taken the picture on their camera and they wanted somebody who could paint it, and sure enough, dude did it, and he knocked it out. The mural was done in 2016. I believe Stickman came home in like 2014, I want to say. I think he came home a whole year before I went home. Now, I've talked about this guy in the past, and he's a guy who has no social media whatsoever. At least I haven't found any social media from this guy. I know he used to, but then it all went away, and I don't know why. So I kind of want to go on a little bit of a mission to see if I can hunt this guy out, like go on like a private investigating is what we're getting ready. We're going to go on a stakeout, sort of. We're going to open a case. Can we find this guy who is a recluse from any type of social media? Here was a guy who was a very talented mural painter who came home focusing on the artwork. I remember he wanted to do a tattoo studio as well. But now he doesn't seem to be doing anything. I know he's got a career. I know he's got a good career working with boats. That's all I know, but I want to see if I can hunt the guy out, get in contact with him, and if I can, you know, I'll share that with you guys. So I share that with you. That's the first thing. How crazy is it that the place that I go to get my hair cut today, there's a mural that's in there painted by a long lost mural painter that I was in prison with. So that's the first thing. Second thing is while I'm talking with the girl who's cutting my hair, it's such a small world, kind of, right? I said, hey, look, I don't want to alarm you when I say this. I said, but the guy that painted that mural, I was in prison with them. And she says, that's crazy. My brother just came home from prison. So we got to talking about her brother. He's supposed to be doing some kind of handyman work. And I gave her one of my cards. I said, hey, give this to your brother and have him holler at me. Maybe I can have some work for him. Maybe. We'll see. So just wanted to share that little story with you guys. And I'm going to be interested to see if I can find this guy. What if I could get him to go on a video? That would be crazy. I have all of these thoughts that run through my head as to why he doesn't do social media anymore. Like maybe for his career, like I know he wanted to separate himself from prison. And, you know, the fact that he was ever there, at least that's the way it seems. I don't know that to be the gospel, but I damn sure like to try to find this dude and at least have a conversation with him. See how he's doing, what he's doing, and is he still doing the artwork? Why don't you have any social media? These are questions that I'm curious to find the answers to. Whoo! Hey, what's going on, everybody? Good morning, Thursday morning, and yeah. All right. God, I'm still trying to get used to this haircut. I feel like I look like fucking Forrest Gump with this joint, but whatever. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Thursday morning as I begin this, and it's torrential downpours outside today. What are we going to do? Are we going to do anything? I surely hope that we will. So, on the agenda thus far, going to be studying for the contractor's test. That's tomorrow. One last day of studying for this thing, and hopefully I'll be ready for it. I'm going to film some videos. Jussie Smollett just got released yesterday, literally on the same night that I put up a video talking about he's probably getting ready to come home. So that's pretty crazy. He's out on bond for an appeal. I'm thinking about filming a video about what exactly happens with an appeal. Can you get more time on an appeal? Interestingly enough, you could. So there's that, and also waiting to hear on flip number 4. Hopefully today I'll get some more information on that, and hopefully they'll be like, hey Joe, you can close anytime tomorrow. I talked with my realtor yesterday about it. He didn't seem to have any information. They're still trying to locate or figure out what exactly happened with one previous owner. They just want to get that solidified so that they can clear the title. We'll see what today has in store. I'm getting ready to work out. I'm super sore. Oh boy, them little Tonka Tykes weights kind of whooped my ass yesterday. Today I want to do curls. I didn't really do any curls yesterday. I want to do curls. I want to do legs. And I want to do some kind of cardio. So we'll see how that works out. I'm getting ready to get up into the workout and start the day off from there. Good morning. What's going on, everybody? It's Friday as I begin this Friday morning, 8 o'clock in the morning, getting ready to start the workout. I feel like I've been working out every day now. I went from every other day and slowly getting into every day, and I like that. I like starting the day off with the workout. So just interesting to note, 5 weeks into this, I'm at every day. My little workout station, I've been utilizing the hell out of this. Got some weights on the little leg press joint right there, the leg thing. That wasn't even nothing. I did that yesterday. I did some curls yesterday, shoulders. And today I'm getting ready to do chest, probably some stomach. That's probably all I'm gonna do today, chest and stomach. My shoulders are kind of tight after yesterday. So a lot to share with you guys, and I want to go ahead and get right up into this because today, folks, today's going to be a good one. All right, so first I got a crazy story that I want to share with you guys. It's going to make for a pretty good video, I hope, for after prison show, involving getting in contact with somebody I haven't spoken to in over 20 years. And just some wild ass shit that they shared with me, and I've never had anybody tell me anything of the sort. So there's that. I'll leave that little cliffhanger right there to start with. Can't get into that just yet because I need to stay focused for today. Because again, today's Friday, folks. I thought I was going to be closing on flip number 4 today or this week. I haven't heard anything. I know it's going to be next week. It better be next week. That's when we're scheduled to do so. Thought it was just going to happen a little bit earlier. But more important, today, folks, I go take not 1, not 2, but probably 3 tests for my contractor's license. Now, this isn't everything that I need to do. It's not like I take this test, pass this test, or these tests, and then I'm a licensed contractor. But this is the next step that I need to do. After this, I'm pretty close. There's still 2 more big things that I have to do, but this is the first of 3 things in total that I have to do. I feel confident that I'm going to pass this test or these tests. I've practiced for these tests. I know the type of material that's going to be on these tests. I'm just concerned and worried about the fact that these places, or this place where I got to go take this test, is so strict. That's my only major concern. Passing the test, I feel confident that I'll be able to do so. Just getting to the actual testing is going to be the challenging part, I feel like. You can't have no phone. Your book can't have no writing in it. Like, you can't have no frickin' tags in the book. Like, I got all sorts of tags in my book and maybe even some writing. So hopefully I'll be okay. All right, I need to get into this workout because I don't got a lot of time. That test is at 12 o'clock. I got to be there a half hour early. Like I said, folks, a lot of things that I want to share with you guys. Let me go take the trash out real quick, and I'll get with you in just a little bit. Let's get this workout rocking and rolling. It's chest and stomach today. Not sure if I'm gonna be doing bar or if I'm just gonna do push-ups. I might just do push-ups. Let's do a quick little countdown. That should be pretty fun. When you're 40, you gotta stretch a lot. Think about throwing some mountain climbers in there with these push-ups. I think that would be a good thing to do.
And you can say that I'm crazy, that you're thinking already, but I'm telling you, baby, get up and get out, 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 get up and get out. It's okay to be broken. It's okay to laugh and cry. 'Cause when you try to see the problem, that means you figured out. And you can say that I'm crazy, that you're thinking already, but I'm telling you, baby.
Oh man. Oh God, the legs are a little jello-ish. Yeah, they are. All right. So I'm just getting back from doing my little very, very mediocre running. I think I ran like 4 sprints. Gotta take it easy, man. You're 40. So yeah, I want to show you something real quick before I tell you something. I want to show you something real quick before I tell you something. So I've been doing a lot of studying for this contractor's exam, and I needed sticky notes. I didn't have any sticky notes. Well, check this out, folks. I found these. I got like 2 packs of these. Whoever sent these to me, these things have been helpful. So hear me out now. All of these for me doing math and trying to solve problems, right? So I've taken the practice Virginia exam, I've taken the practice general exam, and I even took the practice advanced exam. I did 2 different variations of that advanced exam. And the reason I was able to do 2 different variations is because in my study material that I got from that 8-hour class that I went to, they actually gave me some sample questions. So I answered these sample questions first yesterday, and when I did so, I think there were 13, 14, 15. I think there were 15 questions. Out of 15, I got 3 right. Maybe 4 or 5. So the good news is they show you how they come up with the correct answer. So I was able to look at the problem or look at the question, even after I got it wrong, look at how they came up with the answer and then try to learn, okay, well, that's what you got to do in that scenario. I took this. Then I took the practice exam on the computer, which was very similar to this right here. I'm thinking this advanced class or this advanced portion is going to be a lot of like building type of stuff. Really, it's not. It's just more business, administrative, a little bit of codes, and mostly just math problems is really what it is. A lot about taxes. So anyways, even though on this I only got 3 or maybe 5 correct, when I did the practice exam on the computer, I got an 80. There's 24 questions. I think it's 24 in total. I only missed 4. So really happy with the way that came out. And I've got a decent understanding on how you do these things. I'm gonna jump in the shower after I tell you this story, and then I'm gonna spend the rest of the morning practicing for this test. Because one thing that I read was that you can't bring in anything that's been written on, just wild ass shit. So I definitely got to study for the advanced part a little bit more. Okay, story time. Hear me out now. Yesterday I get in contact with somebody I haven't spoken to in over 20 years, and they would tell me something that I've not, I don't think I've ever heard anything of the sort. I've heard, of the sort, but just not involving my own personal self. It was good to be able to talk with this person. They were up to a lot of no good way back yonder when I was up to no good. All of that hoopla you know, we were kind of just shooting the shit, and then all of a sudden they said, hey, and I want to apologize to you for such and such. It was a female's name. I don't really want to put this person out there. Somebody I don't think I've ever, I think I've spoken of briefly, maybe in a story or two in the past, but they said, hey, I want to apologize for such and such. Now, when they said this name, I was like, who? Like, I didn't recognize the name at first. And they were like, you remember such and such? And then it struck me, oh yeah, this was an ex-girlfriend of mine. And they were like, look, I don't know, you know, I'm sure you know, but if you didn't know, I'm like, no what? And basically he told me, you know, hey, I smashed that. And I guess quite a bit. And I guess quite a bit while I was locked up. Now, I'm not mad about this at all. And I don't want it to sound like I am. I've never experienced a situation like this where like somebody, and I consider this person a very genuine person, even with that situation. Like this person didn't have to tell me this, but I guess I would have found out because going on their Facebook page, you know, there's, you know, interaction right there, which had I seen the interaction even currently, had I seen the interaction, I'd have been like, wait a minute, why does that name sound familiar? Whoa, dude, you don't do that. A guy that I know was my very own Jody. So I share this with you because one, I never experienced this. I go out to dinner last night, St. Patrick's Day. Me and my wife, we go out, we're having a great time. I'm telling my wife about this situation. You know, this happened back when I was 18 years old. And man, is it going to make for a great story to share on After Prison Show. Oh my God, I'm going to dive deep up into this because to go even further with this, you know, here's dude admitting that, you know, if I catch a girl's legs open, don't be surprised if I smash that. How'd Lil Wayne say that? You know, I had already heard through the grapevine the wild shenanigans, to say the least, that this chick was up to while I was locked up. And you want to talk about the worst of the worst. I'm just going to leave it with that until I tell the story on After Prison Show. But, you know, when dude tells me this, I'm kind of taken aback. I'm like, man, what in the world? You're supposed to be my dude, right? And that's the only reason I'm really taken aback, you know? That whole bros before hoes thing. You got to understand, me and this dude, we was super cool. But then again, back during that time, I mean, I was pretty much scum of the earth. I'm smoking crack, I'm doing drugs, you know, I'm fucking everything up. And he wasn't doing that type of stuff so much. I mean, he definitely wasn't doing drugs. Maybe there's a gray area there in regards to that. The short of it is, like I mentioned, I don't want it to sound like I'm bitter about this. At the very most, I'm just a little taken aback. Like, damn, I never knew that. Like, so there's that situation. At the end of the day, the way that I feel is it's kind of like laugh now, cry later. For so long in my younger life while I was locked up, dealing with one chick or another, you know, kind of me feeling like they were kind of shitting on me while I was locked up. Oh, you're gonna see. And, you know, not meaning that on any type of violence toward them, but like, I'm gonna get my shit together one day, and when I come home, you're gonna see. And show shit, look at me now. Like, I almost want to film this video and send it to the girl. Like, hey, I figured you might want to see, like, here's my side of the situation. And though it's gonna be brutally in depth, you know, not to discredit this chick, whatever, man. Everybody does their thing. You know, I'm not going to sit here and shit on the girl. But, you know, it is a hell of a story. My God. Hey, Aggie, do you got to keep bumping into the table? I'm trying to film right here. So anyway, just wanted to share that with you guys. And so much more than just that particular development came from the conversation I had with this guy yesterday. Like I said, it was good to talk with him, but after hearing that, it did, you know, it's got to rub you the wrong way. Like, fuck. You know, granted, we were young and I was doing what I was doing, which was all sorts of the wrong shit. And, you know, dude was doing all sorts, and we're older now. One of the things that I said to him yesterday, I said, dude, we old men now. This dude's got grandkids. Like, that's the age that I'm at right now. I'm fucking 40. If I'd have had a kid when I was in my younger days, they might be grown now. But it still makes me a little uneasy thinking about, you know, ever really rocking with dude again. And that's unfortunate, because I do think that he's a very solid person. And again, regardless of that situation, he didn't have to tell me that. I would have found out though, because I am an internet detective. But neither here nor there. It means nothing at this point. That was 20 years ago. Just wild how you learn about it 2 decades later, right? Anyways, moving on. He would also tell me that he had been trying to get in contact with me for a long, long time. For I guess a couple of years now at the very least. And, you know, he even was able to get in contact with a former guest or two of After Prison Show. And he said that didn't really get him too far because, you know, these people were talking shit about me, which, you know, come on, that's just the way that it is, right? Well, he would tell me one particular person that he was able to get in contact with, and I was just a little stung learning that. This was somebody that I dealt with later on in the later stages of After Prison Show. It was back during a time when we were doing we were doing the documentary work, feeling like we were going to showcase people's stories. We went through different spurts with that. Well, this was one of those particular people who we really featured a decent amount on the channel, and who I even tried to help. And lo and behold, this guy that I was talking to yesterday knows that guy, was talking to him like, hey, can you get me Joe's information? And dude was like, nah, forget Joe. Joe ain't shit. And like, Joe raised some money for me and he never gave me the money. And I'm like, whoa, man, that is a wild accusation to make now. Now, mind you, this has to be around the time when the whole Danny shit was taking place. So, if he was still following After Prison Show, it would be easy for him to latch on to that right there, because I was dealing with that with Danny. In this guy's particular case, and in my defense, I never raised any money for this dude. I don't want to put the guy out there. Maybe I will eventually, but I would have never raised money for this guy, just to be brutally honest. I paid him to do videos, but I didn't even like doing that. Because I know I never shared this with you. Dude was a heroin addict. Like, clear as day, even admitted that to me. Like, yo, I'm getting high. And I didn't really want to put that in video because dude was just coming home. He was on parole. He had done a shitload of time. Like, who would I have been? I had already gone down that route many times in the past. So there damn sure weren't no way I was going to raise any money for this dude. If you think about all the times that went wrong in the past. To give you a couple of clues, you're probably wondering who this was. Last interaction I had with the dude, I gave him a bicycle. Like, I went out and bought him a bicycle, took it to him. He was living underneath of a bridge. And that was the last time that I saw him. And I'm trying to remember if when I dropped off the bicycle to him, I'm pretty sure I did so at a fast food restaurant. He met me up there. And he was shaking and sick, going through withdrawals. And that's part of the reason why we never filmed me giving him the bicycle. But Joe's always the bad guy. Anyways, enough about all of that. Just wanted to spill the beans on that situation just a little bit. And wow, gives me a great story to tell for After Prison Show. I came up with the title of it last night while I was getting ready to go to bed. I think it was something about story of Jody in my own personal life, my gangbang ex. How interesting. Look for that coming soon on After Prison Show. Not sure if I'm going to have time to film that today or not. Like I said, got a lot of shit I got to get ready for. And it's all about this test. So I'm going to jump in the shower and get to studying. And next time I share with you, we'll be on our way to go take a test, 3 parts. That's going to be pretty much all day. The testing starts at 12 o'clock. And just to give you guys an idea how long this is going to take me. The first part is 24 questions. You have to get at least 18 of them right. And you've got 48 minutes to complete that test. The second part is 50 questions. That's the long test. You got 100 minutes to pass that. or to complete that. And then the last part, the advanced portion, is 24 questions. You need to get 17 of those right, and you've got 60 minutes to complete that. And real quick about portion 2, the 50 questions, you got to get 35 of those right. It tells you as soon as you get done whether you passed or not. So long as I pass the first 2 parts, well, I've at least got the beginning phases of my Class B. And then I just got to worry about passing the advanced portion from a Class A if I decide to go for that. Now, I know in one of the last videos I was talking about just getting my Class B because you've got to provide so much extra shit for your Class A. But fuck it, I've already paid to take the Class A part, which is the advanced portion. I might as well at least try. Because if I pass it, well, providing all that additional information ain't really gonna be that big of a deal. So y'all wish me luck. I'm gonna take a shower, I'm gonna study, and we're gonna go test today. It's gonna be an all-day affair. And hopefully, I'll be one step closer after today to being a bona fide licensed contractor. I feel like I'm getting ready to go back to school today. Kind of, right? All right, so it's 11:05 in the morning and I'm getting ready to head on out. This place is pretty close, so I guess I'm just gonna get there and wait. I need to be there half an hour early, so shit, I actually really gotta get rolling. And I've studied a lot. I got all my little information right here, all my booklets, everything that I think I need to bring. I got as prepared for this thing as I possibly could. And I'm hopeful that I'm gonna do well on this. So let's get this show on the road. Ain't no time like the present to make it happen. All right, share with you guys when we get where we're going. All right, I'm here. I guess this is it right here. Let me figure out what's going on. I'm 30 minutes early on the dot. Let's go take this test. Talk with y'all afterwards. Look at this, man. My truck's the only thing out there. I can't even talk. I'm so thirsty. I gotta piss so bad. It's 5:30 in the evening. I don't even know what time it is. I know it's after 5. This place closed at 4. What a crazy situation all of this ended up being, folks. Wait until you hear how all of this shit went. I can't even believe this. Let me get to my truck though, and I'll share with you in just a moment. Yo, holy shit, I need something to drink, God. Oh my God. When I tell y'all, that was absolute hell. Y'all, you couldn't even imagine. Let me share this story with you real quick. I want to go home. I get there at 11:30. There's a bunch of people already there. There's one guy working in there, and you want to talk about the nastiest, slowest, oldest person working in here. This guy allegedly has been doing this for 17 years, and it all came crashing back to me, remembering the 8-hour class that I went to, and something about them telling me, yo, don't go to this one particular testing location, and sure as shit, that's where I ended up at. There was no organization to this whatsoever. He was letting people just cut in front of everybody. There were people in there for TSA tests. There were people in there for real estate tests. There were a lot of real estate test people in there. I didn't see but one other person in there for the contractor's exam, and the real estate test took 3 hours. My test took over 3 hours as well. I didn't even think I was going to get in there. It was after 2 o'clock by the time I actually got to go test. And by that point, you had a bunch of people in there for the 1 o'clock testing when the 12 o'clock testing hadn't even gotten anywhere. I literally had to knuck because I buck like my way up, like, hey, yo, I'm going. This shit reminded me so much of prison. Like, somebody got to arguing with this dude up in there, and all dude was saying was, gotta be patient. I've been doing this for 17 years. And I mean, this guy, whoo! While I was sitting in there waiting, I was on my phone. I was looking at the reviews for this place. The reviews were horrible. I'm gonna share some of those reviews right here for you guys to be able to see. I'm not bullshitting when I tell you this place was insane. I go in there. I start taking the test. The test is longer than they tell me the test is. They tell me the first section's 24 questions. It's 26 or 29. The second section's only supposed to be 50. It's 55. The third section, the advanced section, is 29. It was only supposed to be like 24, 25. They don't let you know if you passed it until you're completely done. So you can't just fail the first section and then think you're gonna get up and leave. You gotta take the entire test. Folks, I took the entire test. Literally, this place is closed. The dude came in there and was like, yo, how much time you got left? This old man, hey, how much time you got left? Talking all this patience shit at first. And you know what he said when he got to arguing with the person? Because they were like, yo, what the hell is going on in here? He was like, oh, people showed up late, so you gotta suffer. I was talking to a guy who was taking the real estate test, and he was like, yo, nobody showed up late. This dude just straight lying on people. Folks, I took all 3 portions of this test. I got the results right here in my hand. Believe me when I tell you, I passed all fucking 3 of them joints. Even the advanced section. Your boy is one step closer to being a fucking licensed Class A for reals. Look at this. Virginia section. I can't show you it because it's got my social security number on it. I'm gonna have a little screenshot though to show you right here so you can see this mean mug picture this dude took of me up in here. Virginia Class A section, passed. General Class AB, passed. Folks, the advanced Class A mandatory, passed. Let me tell you one other thing. I don't know how many I got right. I don't know how many I got wrong. There was some shits that I didn't know any. Man, what? All that shit I was studying, that shit was way more advanced than the damn sample test that I was taking. There was like 1 or 2 questions from the sample test that were on this entire thing. But yo, after all of that, it's fucking 5:19 in the evening on a Friday, a beautiful day gone. Yo, I passed. Holy shit. So no matter what, hey yo, today was worth it. It certainly was. Share more with you guys tomorrow. Till then, take care.